tell you what I use on a day-to-day basis to make these vlogs. Coffee. It's the lifeblood that fuels the dreams of champions. I have not a whole lot of race prep left to do for the long swim. Morning, Trainiacs. Last work day before the long swim. That means I'm resting, I'm not working out, I'm driving into work, which is really strange because in Winnipeg this is actually bike to work day. And I'm missing out on pancake stops because of it. Update because I know we've got a lot of new Trainiacs to the channel. I'm swimming 2 days from now. Well, as you see this, it'll be tomorrow, so a few hours from now. 37 kilometers in the Red River in Winnipeg, marathon swim. One day we're stopping every half hour. I've been resting for the last few weeks and I am ready. Oh, and if you're a new Trainiac, welcome, thanks. Alright, Trainiacs, got everything packed up here for the long swim. We're gonna be vlogging on Sunday. So I thought, considering I was packing up like 80% of what I use on a day-to-day basis, I'll tell you what I use on a day-to-day basis to make these vlogs. Alright, let's start here. This is a Midori M5 Notebook paired with a Uniball pen. I use this for writing down a lot of vlog ideas. This is like my go-to stockpile of writing materials. The pairing of the paper in this, the Japanese paper in this, and the pen tip in this, oh man, it makes a really nice writing experience. These are Bose QC35 noise canceling headphones that we use in the office because Mel and I work right next to each other. And when I edit early in the morning and Kim's still asleep, these make it really easy to tune in to the audio quality and still focus. This is a bike mount. I've never really found a bike mount for a GoPro that I really like. I've gone through a few, but that's what I'm on right now. Coffee. It's the lifeblood that fuels the dreams of champions. This here, if you ever see a time lapse that's going like this, like that over a long period of time, the camera is moving from side to side, that's done with this. You take this, and it's like an egg timer, and you place it somewhere, and then it spins around for you. Here, go through a lot of batteries. We use GH4 cameras, which are actually really good for battery power, so we don't tend to use more than one a day. I'll usually have one in the camera and then one in my backpack, but because on Sunday we'll be going through just hours and hours of footage, I'm gonna pack up, I think 4. Down here we have the OG, the original GoPro. This is the original vlogging camera paired with the Joby, I think it's the Joby Active something, with a GoPro Hero 5. Way better than the GoPro Hero 4s for vlogging because you got the nice touch screen, and then starting and stopping is super simple. We've got this cold shoe mounted to the top with basically a putty, and that paired with this microphone that went on top. This is, but you know what, like, a GoPro is good for GoPro thing. It's not good for vlogging. Down here, we've got a Lav Mic Kit. So most of the time I use some sort of shotgun mic on top of the camera, but that works basically if you're right in front of where it's pointing. When you're in a situation like I'm in right now, where I'm in behind the camera, I use a lav mic so that I can go that way, I can go that way, I can go in behind the camera, and the audio quality sounds the same. So occasionally we'll use this, typically when I'm doing product shots and I'm in behind the camera, or like we're having arts and crafts time. The microphone that we use most of the time is actually this one. This is the Rode VideoMicro, and this fuzzy thing is a dead cat. So that cuts down on the wind factor, that when I'm on the bike or I'm walking around outside, you don't hear a big in the wind. But this isn't really powerful. So when we're on the boat this weekend and people are 20, 30, 50 yards, half a mile away, I want to be able to pick up more audio. So we use the Rode VideoMic Pro on top of this. But that is my go-to vlogging rig. Here we've got, this is a Manfrotto tripod with a fluid head. I use this for, say, just stationary shots in here, set up on that couch when the camera is pointing at me typically, or if I'm doing arts and crafts time. This head goes up and down and all the way around, and I can put it horizontal and point straight down. So that is what I use for those. Here, this is a Glyph Atom RAID SSD external hard drive. This is about the fastest hard drive that you can possibly have. And when you're editing videos so frequently, you want to reduce as many steps as possible. So we download all the footage every single day to this and then edit right off of it, instead of downloading the footage to our laptop and then moving it from the laptop to this. We're just eliminating that step. Most external hard drives you can't do that with. Over here, the drone. Really been into getting into droning lately. This is the DJI Mavic Pro, the controller for it, and I use an old Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge that's plugged into the controller here, so I got a nice bright screen. Galaxies have about the best screen that you can get, even with fingerprints. My go-to phone is the iPhone 7 Plus. I use this over Android. I actually like Android better, but running a social media ad agency, you want to see what consumers see on social platforms. So I've got this because 30% of people in North America are on iOS. And while more people are actually on Android, the way Android looks across devices is different. So it's not consistent. Here it's consistent. Here we've got a monopod. So this is like a tripod, but it's just one leg basically. This is what I'd use for footage where I'm on the go and I'm moving around and I've got to be really mobile and I just need a stationary platform to put a camera on. This is like what I used for the Birds Hill race that I did of Pat a couple weeks ago. Lenses. For GH4s, their main lens is a 12-34. That's what I'm shooting on right now. You can see that it's got a little bit of a shallow depth of field, so the background is kind of blurry, but not extremely blurry. This is like a go-to lens, but the angle isn't that wide, so I don't use that all the time. This is a telephoto lens. You can see that why I'm not the most massive fan of this camera, because the autofocus sucks. This is a telephoto lens that we'll be using a lot during the long swim, because anything longer than, I don't know, about 30 meters away, you want to be able to zoom in a long way, so we'll use that. But the main rig that I've got all the time here is a GH4 with a wide angle 7 to 14 millimeter lens on it. You can see that it's kind of round there. That's a wide angle, so it gets you that nice immersive feel that you can get in really close to me and see a lot of like the surroundings that I'm in. And then on it, we've got an Edelkrone little adapter, and that allows me to take this off and move this camera really easily from the Joby GorillaPod to that tripod or that monopod or anything. Like, instead of unscrewing things, you basically just go pop and then pop it back onto everything else. I'll show you the difference between this main lens and that right now, and you'll see why I go with that. All right, you see this lens now? This is the main vlogging setup, and if I were to point the camera down, just like I did the other camera, you know how we were like right in on everything? This is basically holding it the exact same spot that I was holding everything else. You just see so much more. So there you go, Trainiacs. That there is the entire vlogging setup. I'll probably use, I don't know, like 1 or 2 of the pieces every single day, but I'm not using all of them every single day. Over the course of probably 2 weeks, I go through everything here. I got no workout. I have not a whole lot of race prep left to do for the long swim. Kind of just have to rest up and chill out with these guys. What are you doing down there, Grace? What are you doing? Playing dead? Doing a good job. All right, Trainiacs, that's all I got today. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.